Hello and welcome to game number 2 of day number 9 for StarLadder Season 5 Star Series, and we have got ourselves TCM-Gaming taking on Mousesports in this match. And I say the second game, there's gonna be 3 games in total. That's right, I said 4 before, but one of the games, Fnatic vs Absolute Legends, has been cancelled. And it's actually Absolute Legends that gave a forfeit to Fnatic, so they got 3 extra points for that one. Talking about points quickly here, it's not updated yet for the previous match, and of course not for Fnatic and Absolute Legends yet either, but that doesn't matter because we're here for Mousesports and TCM. Mousesports, they have played 3 games so far. They've lost 2 of those, so they have got 3 points in their pocket. TCM, they have played 6 matches so far, so they have played most matches of everybody, and they have lost 5 of those, 1-1, and they of course want to make sure they're going to be picking themselves another point up. We will find out if they're going to be able to do that with this match. We will see what they're going to be trying to use to do exactly that. We've got ourselves a ban for the anti-mage. Of course, that's kind of a respect ban towards Quicks. We have got ourselves also the Beth Rider and the Magnus and the Nyx Assassin being banned out, leaving the Wisp still in the pool, Darkseer to be picked up first, and of course we also still have the Bane and the Gyrocopter and, you know, everything else that you want to think about it that way. And of course Lifestealer as well, they could pick up and Bane and Lifestealer if they wanted to. But a lot still in the pool, of course. It's Keeper of the Light that gets picked up first, still the Gyrocopter, and that is gonna be... their first 2 pickups, as TCM is going to be having the next choice of heroes. And already with knowing that they're going to be up against a Gyrocopter and a Keeper of Light, I mean, it's not giving that much away. We've seen Gyrocopter in solo mid rolls, we've seen him in aggressive tri-lanes. Keeper of the Light, he is normally on, well, actually also either aggressive tri-lanes or safe tri-lanes. They're not really giving that much away just yet, so TCM, not really sure yet what they are going to be picking up here. We'll be finding out soon though. I just decided to drink some water while waiting for it. So, oh wow, it's a Shadow Demon together with a Lifestealer. Now, I say oh wow because I was actually expecting the Lifestealer to be picked up together with a Bane, because now Mousesports could potentially pick up the Bane, because and it works great together with a Gyrocopter, and it is of course definitely amazing against a Lifestealer. If they don't pick it up, they're probably gonna see it banned out. If you're wondering what the name was from the intro from the song of that plays during my intro, that is actually the Dota 2 Valve song that plays during the intro, during the trailer of Dota 2. So that is that one. Clockwork is going to be picked up here by Mousesports, and that is going to be their offlane. So no Bane. No Bane picked up. Mousesports, they have played Clockwork before, though. We have seen that on the offlane. It works okay against the Lifestealer as well. I mean, he cannot escape the cogs if he's in it. And of course it's still annoying for him. He can't really chase you if you are being aggressed by him. If you're a Clockwork, you can of course have that just as a safety net. So it can be, it can indeed be nice. I would have picked the Bane though, but you know, I am not a professional player. Mousesports is, so that is why they pick up the Clockwork. We're gonna see what TCM is gonna ban out. By the way, if you're wondering why does Mousesports not have any bonus time, that is because they actually were late. In case you're wondering, that is why I could play so many video clips, because there's just been R&M that was late. So we have got no Alex today for Mousesports. It's Armin that's standing in for him. So that is why. We have got the Bane being banned out, like I said. No real surprise for that one. Mousesports, let's see what their choice of ban would be. For TCM, I mean, we have got them a Lifestealer and a Shadow Demon. So that's going to be a dual lane and an off lane. They still need a mid laner. So a mid laner gets banned out. The Queen of Pain, the most solid one at that, is going to be the choice for Mousesports. They don't have first pick, so they can't pick it up themselves, and they just don't want to be facing it. Puck is still in the pool as well. Of course, we might see that one getting banned out, as we have seen Pucks more and more lately. With TCM now getting the chance to ban out another hero. Now, we already have the Bane being banned out. A Rubik would be another good one, though they might pick up the Rubik themselves. I mean, they have got the first pick, so they could pick up that one to have a tri-lane with a Shadow Demon and a Rubik. If they want to, though normally you would, with the Shadow Demon, would pick up something like either a Lina or a Leshrac or something like that to follow up on the disruption that's going to be done by the Shadow Demon. But we're going to be seeing which one they actually want to be banning out here. As Mousesports, yeah, I kind of like the like they don't have any bonus time, right? So every bonus time that TCM is using, so far only 2 seconds, so not that much. Every time that TCM is using in their bonus time is actually time that Mousesports can use as well. So TCM might try to not use too much of their bonus time just to make sure that Mousesports is gonna have to pick like more fast than they normally would. They ban out a Templar Assassin, so another solo mid getting banned out by Mousesports, with the Phantom Lancer actually being banned out by TCM. Interestingly enough, maybe they're expecting the Gyrocopter to be going mid and then to be having still a carry together with the Keeper of Light. Of course, the Phantom Lancer Keeper of Light combination, famous for its annoyance.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Gonna see what TCM is gonna be picking up next. Banning out next, rather. It's gonna be that Rubik, or is it gonna be another carry? And they are now finally taking into their bonus time. Also, therefore, like I said, giving Mouse some time to think about what they want to do. Wisp getting banned out there, so that was a support that was still in the pool. So we have got the last ban for Mousesports incoming, and I mean there are still plenty of options for TCM to go get themselves a solid mid. I mean we have even seen a lot of Shadow Fiends lately in their mid lane. And with already having the Lifestealer, well, they kind of want to have probably something that's more mid-game dependent. Like, for example, no, I wasn't saying Enigma, but Enigma is one of those heroes as well with a level 6 ulti that does create some action on the map. And I was going to say Brewmaster. That would also be one of those heroes that with the level 6 can be turning around tides, can be just, you know, big presence in the game as soon as he gets level 6. Before that, though, he's going to have a tough time. So it really depends on what he's going to be up against in that mid lane. And Mousesports so far, apart from the Gyrocopter, not really revealing what they want to do mid lane. I mean, Gyrocopter could be mid, yeah. But if he's going to be mid, I'm not sure. We still have the Rubik in the pool, by the way. I'm going to expect him to be picked up here by either team. Because he's just, I mean, he's a Rubik. It's going to be Luna that gets picked up by TCM, so that's going to be a Shadow Demon Luna combination. We have seen that more often with the Disruption and a Soul Catcher followed up by a Lucent Beam. There's a lot of burst damage going through, and it looks to be like an aggressive tri lane if then the Lifestealer is going to be on the solo lane, on the short lane, with the Darkseer potentially mid, and then an aggressive tri lane for the Shadow Demon and the Luna. Now, this could be a dual lane mid, of course, as well. They have got a lot of potential, but so far they've already got 3 heroes that need their farm. Darkseer could, in theory, be also in the jungle. We're gonna see what 4 seconds. I was gonna see. I say Mousesports is definitely having to use all the time that they have, and they pick up the Lion, so that's gonna be their support. Now, Lion is a hero that doesn't get picked up that often lately, normally, because he is a hero that is he is one of the more squishier ones. I mean, you have Crystal Maiden, that's squishy, yes, but you also have the Lion, that's very squishy, and he does need his levels. He needs his level 6. He needs his Finger of Death to be able to have a big impact on the game. And if he does have his Finger of Death, it will be very great against Luna, of course, because she is probably going to be one of the more squishy targets to be taking. But it's got such a long cooldown, so you can't really rely on everything all the time. We've got ourselves TCM thinking about their last pickup and taking their time for it. I think Mousesports is going to be happy with them using a bit of their bonus time just to make sure that Mousesports themselves can also discuss a bit more about what they're going to be doing with their lineup and how they're going to be running this and how their opponent is going to be running this so they can counter that one instead. And of course, we would either expect a jungle hero or a support. I still think Rubik, well, Rubik is not going to be picked up by Mousesports anymore, that's for sure. Maybe then by TCM. I would be quite surprised to see if he's just getting ignored like that. I mean, we just saw in the previous game what kind of impact he can have. And that was quite a big impact, I have to say. And I think you would agree with me also.
Mousesports turn to pick.
And there's the Enchantress. So that's going to be their jungle hero. No Rubik. No Rubik. But still a jungle hero. I mean, that means Enchantress in the jungle. You have yourself a solo laning Darkseer mid, I would expect. I don't know, actually. Luna, Shadow Demon can go mid as well. Lifestealer. I don't really want to put him mid. I want to put Darkseer on the long lane, because an aggressive trial lane is not going to be the case anymore for TCM, I think. But that would put Lifestealer on the bottom lane and Luna maybe on the mid lane then. Will be interesting to see how they're going to be dealing with that. Mousesports gonna pick up their last hero, gonna be showing a bit more about what they want to be doing, and it's gonna be an OD, so that's gonna be their mid lane hero. It's not gonna be the Gyrocopter, and we will be seeing a trial lane with a Keeper of the Light, a Lion, and a Gyrocopter. Now, I just said Lion was one of the more squishy heroes, and normally I would actually, you know, you can't really spam his spells out because, you know, you have to have your mana drained to actually be able to do that. But if you have a Kuroki there with a Keeper of Light and Chakra Magic, you're going to be able to skip that mana drain, and you're going to be hexing and stunning everything to death. Everything that you ever wanted to death. So that's going to be very good for them, and it should be a very decent tri lane for them as well. Let me see if we can have ourselves a game. If people can actually pick up their heroes, it would be very nice. Just missing one from TCM to pick up his hero before we can actually jump ourselves into the map.
5 seconds remaining.
And see exactly what these two teams have got in store for us. There we are, all the way to the right side. So let's check out Mousesports first, right? We have got ourselves Kuroki with the Keeper of Light. It's going to be RNM, the stand-in, who's going to be playing the Lion. He's going to be playing the Clockwork on the offlane, most likely. Fada is going to be playing the Gyrocopter, and it will be Black on the OD, so I was wrong. It will be Fada in the mid lane on the Gyro, with Black farming on the OD. Now that is... I mean, you have got yourself your Astral Imprisonment. You can charge up the Illuminate for that. That's fine. You can charge up a stun for that afterwards. It's also okay. It's kind of interesting to see it. Normally when we see an OD, we see him in the solo mid lane, and we've actually seen an OD before this week already. So, but he was in the mid lane. I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to work out for Mousesports. We're going to see Shui. He is going to be playing the Luna. That leads me to believe that he is going to be the mid lane hero. He gets pulled a lot by his team. Gets himself a Tango and a Salve. The Smiley is super good. I know, right? Yeah, great stuff. So it will be Luna in the mid lane. It will be Werner on this Darkseer, of course. He's going to be going towards the top lane. Go Audio will be playing the Enchantress with Blueberry Ninja, and of course his signature hero, the Shadow Demon. And last one is going to be Quix. He's going to be going on the Lifestealer. So that's going to be him on the bottom lane. It's going to be Enchantress helping him out if needed. It's going to be the Shadow Demon that's going to be helping out mid if needed. And it's going to be the Darkseer that's going to be going top. So that is going to be the lineup. Darkseer against this tri-lane should be okay though, depending on if he picks up his Surge first. Of course there's going to be a stun or a Astral Imprisonment if he does pop his Surge. But still, it should still be enough to get away. He should not really let himself get caught out. I mean, that's why you pick up a Darkseer, to go on the offlane, to be able to stay alive and get some things done there on that lane. It's gonna be Gyrocopter versus a Luna. Now, I'm curious to see how this is gonna go. Luna gets pulled, of course, a lot, so she's gonna be okay with Gyrocopter already getting a Wish Brand, and he only got pulled one Tango, no Salve, so that is a difference between these two right now. But with harassment going through, I mean, as soon as there's a flat gun and Luna will be harassed out of this lane, she is a very squishy hero. Still at very early levels. Misses one armor, one armor compared to Fada already. And there's actually a smoke off coming off from Blueberry Ninja and Go Audio, and they're gonna try to find pass. They have gotten an ensnare with the troll. Disruption can start things off. There it is. Everybody can move into position. No open wounds though, because that's not gonna be picked up. But pass is still gonna be going down. He doesn't have the power cogs. Picked up his flare as the first one. One hit away from dying. Pops himself. Can he get away? He can't get away. I was not expecting that, and I do think that TCM was not expecting that either. And Pass keeps himself alive even without the power cogs. That is impressive stuff. He did use a Salve for that, but you know, that's totally worth it. He can stick himself on his lane, continue to be there. Of course there's gonna be harassment coming in, but with the flare he's gonna be able to get some last hits maybe. Even if it's only a couple. A Flat Cannon indeed already used to try and harass Shui out of the lane a bit. She's gonna have to use her consumables fairly fast. Lucent Beam though, gotta make sure that Fada has to use them as well, and of course Fada has got one less to use, so gotta be slightly favor for Shwee for now. 7 for 3 versus 7 for 3. So very even in this mid lane. In the meantime, Darkseer here, he has picked up his surge. He's got himself an Iron Shell as well, trying to do what he can. Should still be very careful not to overextend though, because one Astral Imprisonment can give the time for everybody to walk into position to try and kill him off. And that would be a first blood going the way of Mousesports if that indeed happens. Got the gold. Wow, look at this. I normally never check out the gold craft this early, but this is like one creep for another one. One creep, one creep, one creep, one creep, one creep. This is kind of funny. Still very little difference though. Experience God, I'm so sorry. That's funny. Sorry. I shouldn't check out crafts that early in the game. Because it just makes no sense whatsoever. Rock Mirage is gonna rush Shwee a bit away, but it's just gonna be to no avail. To no avail indeed. And that's gonna be pulse coming off from the Gyrocopter. As by the way, in the meantime, we can of course compare Lifestealer towards the OD. Quicks, he has got 16 for 2 right now with Black. He is on 13 for 8, so slightly behind, but he still has a creep wave to take down, it feels like. So should be fairly even at that. But the main thing is, of course, that we are gonna expect Quicks to be going for a Hand of Midas. And that should be enough to put him ahead of the OD again with that extra experience and gold that he's gonna get. We have got another smoke. Go Audio and Blueberry Ninja gonna try again. This time they're gonna try on Fada. And they're gonna be coming in from the side, probably gonna be taking this route. Oh wow, you don't see the minimap. But I draw. Oh, you do see the minimap. I draw on the minimap. See? There we go. Happy times. As we see, Passy has got one last hit so far. Can be trying to stack the Ancients, maybe slightly, at least doing something. Of course, it could be taken down later on by Fada. The Gyrocopters can do that with the Flak Cannon fairly easy. And there's the go again. Let's see what these two can accomplish here in this middle lane, because the middle lane is where they're going to be heading. And they are indeed following my route of going past the river. Oh, they're going to see Pass first, though. Pass is going to be rotating. And gonna be going back again. There's no rune here. And they actually backed off with that. They went the other way. They went right here. There they are. And of course not gonna be... Oh, actually, this is Fada very far ahead. Disruption can start things off. No soul catcher just yet. Now it is there. And then it's there. And the first blood is gonna be going the way of Go Audio. TCM picking it up and just Fada on the wrong side of the river for too long of a time, given that chance. I mean, normally you would not go like from the front, because you know you're gonna be having that solo mid to be getting a missed call from his teammates, and now the supports are missing, and therefore gonna be playing it with extra safe. But no, this is Fada going down. This is the favor now going the way of Shwee on his Luna, a Luna that is ahead on the Gyrocopter solo mid, something that you wouldn't see every day, but we are gonna see it here right now, as we're gonna see Shwee also landing a Lucent Beam. She's gonna get a rocket in the face, though, unless she can kill it off beforehand, but I don't think she can do that. Maybe she can actually. Nope, she cannot. Fada 17 for 6. With Shwee being 17 for 9, so last advice is even, but with that kill of course going the way of TCM, it is putting a bit of extra experience up on the Luna. Level 5 now for her, level 4 still up on the Gyrocopter, though he's almost level 5. So it's definitely close by. His Werner gets harassed here a bit by RMM. He's level 3. He's getting some levels. I mean, we can compare him of course to the supports of the other team, but we have got 2 level 2s of supports on both teams and 2 level 3s. So very even. The only difference is, of course, that I'm counting Enchantress right now for TCM as a support, while she is actually getting farm in that jungle, and there's no one really getting that much farm inside the jungle for Mousesports. I mean, we have seen Kuroki doing the Keeper of the Light jungle before, but it's not going to be working as fast as an Enchantress. He's got himself some Tranquil Boots now. We'll be able to continue to stack this and to illuminate it to death in the end, but it is it's by no means as fast as an Enchantress. He can try though. Gotta give him points for trying, and he can just continue stacking and killing them off. As yeah, his Illuminate level 2 now will definitely help out. So we should be seeing him spiking ahead on gold soon, as he's already not doing too bad. He is actually second highest for his team, but that's also because OD is having something in the courier. There's indeed going to be having Black, a recipe for the Hand of Midas. So he'll be having that just in case the Lifestealer was going to go for that as well, and he is. So both teams having one of those, and that's going to be them being even on that. I would believe with the he can pick it up. In the meantime, pass is going to be found out. Disruption and Soul Catcher are going to be there. Is there going to be more? I don't think so. Just harassment for now with Quicks. Still not picking up the Hand of Midas. He can actually do that on the side shop if he wants to right now, but he doesn't want to miss any last hits for it. Now he's going to pick it up, but he's going to have it slightly later than the Outworld Destroyer. So that's he uses it almost at the same time, so it's still very even. As we're seeing both net worths very even for those two carries as well. With now the Keeper of Light actually cleaning out that camp, so he is still third highest for his team, doing pretty nicely for himself. At Pass not getting anything done. I mean, we can of course compare him to the Darkseer. Darkseer himself, he has got a total of 880 gold, but he does have something being brought to him in the courier right now, so we're gonna just see what that's gonna be. It's gonna be the recipe for the Soul Ring, and I think that would put the Darkseer indeed in favor of the Clockwork. Clockwork's still level 3. With we're in a level 5, a big difference there on the levels, but we're gonna see gank, and it's gonna be even tougher for Pass. Eclipse, oh god, yeah. Haste Room picks up by speed. I mean, that's what you can do with the Luna, that solo mid. As soon as you get level 6, you just go about and just stand right next to an enemy target without a creep wave around, Eclipse there, and that's a kill. In the meantime, there was a kill on the top lane as well with Werner going down, so they do make sure that that's being kept even with Kuroki picking up the last hit for that one. Of course, an Astral Prism to follow up by a Hex and a stun. There's really nothing that you can do if the disable came at the right time. When your sword was already off cooldown, that is. Then we have got the Tranquil Boots picked up by the Luna as a tier 1 tower on the bottom lane goes down for TCM, in favor of TCM. That's it. That is. Cooldown coming down. Shui can only be harassed by that. And he is doing just fine for himself, and he is pulling ahead of the Gyrocopter in the solo mid. On gold wise, as you can see, 2415 gold upon Fada, with 2700 gold upon the Luna. TCM, they want to making it count in the mid lane again. Let's see if Fada's gonna overextend. He's actually gonna try for a rune, level 8 rune, minute 8 rune. He is gonna be getting it. Yes, he is. It's a regen rune. He's gonna be happy with that one, and he is gonna be finding that Guardio standing right there. Gonna be seeing the Centaur moving. Actually, no, he doesn't. It's nighttime. He doesn't see it.
Hands to yourself.
So we're gonna see Blueberry Ninja just waiting for the right time, waiting until Fada's there. Here comes the disruption. And there's a Soul Catcher as well soon. There we go. Fada, Trouble, Losing Beam goes down for the second time in the game. And Gaudio picking him up for the second time as well. Homing Missile still gonna hit upon Blueberry Ninja, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 1200 gold upon the Enchantress, who picked himself up, and the first blood, and now also the kill. Oh, wow. What kind of... Like it looks like a costume. Come on! Get away from the trees! Looks like she's dressed up for carnival. I like this pair though. Oh well. She's wings! She's got wings! Oh god, she's got wings. Awkward. Anyway, 3 heroes mid lane. My bad. Missed a kill. Clockwork actually going down. It was a kill on the bottom lane actually. Quicks picking up that by himself with the open wounds and the rage. And of course by now Pass should be leaving that bottom lane. They were actually 3 heroes for a short period of time in that mid lane, but they weren't able to catch the Luna. They were only able to see their Clockwork going down for the second time this game. So Clockwork dying twice, Fada dying twice. The only hope for now for Mousesports is their top lane working out. It is working out okayish with Black farming okayish, but he is still beat behind on the Lifestealer, who is getting more farm than him, and more importantly, is getting a kill for himself and solo experience at that. And solo experience is of course very important. He's already getting extra experience with the Hand of Midas. Flare coming in. Is going to be also Kuroki hanging around here just to make sure the tower doesn't go down, as in the meantime Darkseer gets picked off again on the top lane with Outworld Destroyer still getting a lot of harassment up. He's gonna be having a salve from his teammate though, as well as of course having his Tranquil Boots there, so he will be okay. In the meantime, Go Audio as well as Blueberry Ninja. I can't. Okay, now that I've seen it, I can't really get rid of the having to look at the wings kind of thing. Awkward. But they don't have a dust anymore. The smoke, that is. But they're still gonna go mid. I mean, so far they could have done without a smoke, I have to say. Ice Shell's gonna just push the lane back again. It's gonna be Go Audio and Blue Bear Ninja coming in from the side. Fada. Let's see if he's being more careful this time. There is a ward up here for the Dire, so if there's indeed no dust, no smoke, that's gonna be him being safe, but they're not even gonna try to go there as Pass still sticking around the bottom lane, almost level 6, but look at the level difference already with Quicks being level 9 and Pass being level 5. Arman coming in though, he has got his level 6, but the rage away should be enough, and Arman cannot chase him with just his brown boots. Brown boots, something that Pass also has, by the way, so good thing for him, as we have got more rotation. There's a smoke, and they're gonna go towards the top lane. I mean, that's the only lane that they basically haven't won yet. They have kind of won the bottom lane, they've kind of won the mid lane with taking down Fada twice. The top lane though is Mousesports taking down Werner twice already. Let's see if they can make a change in the meantime. In the mid lane there's also people trying to make a change, though they realize they need something being done. Fada being smoked up, as well as Arman with just Kuroki hanging around here. We're gonna see these two looking for black. The disruption is gonna start things off, and that's gonna be not getting disrupted for black. He's gonna be safe, unless they're gonna really dive the tower, which they're not. Black actually gonna move back from that one. Better safe than sorry. 2200 gold up on him. As we have got from the side is Armen looking for that Impale, looking for that Earth Spike. It's gonna get a Hex. There's the Earth Spike and the cooldown coming down as well. Eclipse being popped by Shui is able to pick up the Lion before going down, but down he goes regardless. Disruption is still gonna hit up on Fada. Soul Catcher up on Kuroki, but that's not gonna be doing anything anymore. And that is gonna be at least a kill. A good trade for Mousesports. Shame that there was the Lion that had to go down for that one, but with that Eclipse, I mean, you might as well have a Lion being traded for that carry. And that's gonna be instantly showing the weakness of the Luna in the lane, on the mid lane. She doesn't have an escape, and she experienced that first-handed. As I'm kind of curious to see what Black is going to be building. Is he going to be building a what's it called, a Rod of Aethos, or is he going to be building a Force Staff first? He could almost buy a Force Staff off the bat if he wanted to. Just need a bit more gold, and he's actually going to be picking up a Ghost Scepter. Interestingly enough, and I'll be going for that Astral Blade, Ethereal Blade. Wow, Astral Blade? What's that? Ethereal Blade. Force Staff now up on Kuroki. The tower being pressured slightly as we see Werner getting in a Astral Imprisonment again. Is he gonna go down actually? I don't think so. Still taking a lot of damage, but the TP from Blue Bear Ninja coming in will stop him from doing anything more. And also Quicks coming in. He did see that purple TP coming in, so he does know that he's being chased down. And Quicks, he's just gonna come in from the side, thinking he's gonna be quick or clever and sticking around from the side. But Black is already again on the way out. In the meantime, middle lane is gonna get pressured. It is Mousesports that want to try to take down the first tower on the side of TCM. Well, the road tower, the second tower is already getting destroyed. Shui is going to be having a lot of trouble. It's going to be Arnen that goes down first. The cooldown going to still come down. Illuminate doing a lot of damage to Werner, and the Gyrocopter just picks him up. As well as the Lina. Can he, or as Janus, can he get the Lina as well? I don't think so, though. The Haste Rune, of course, working a lot for Fada right now. But he gets himself a double kill, and again, a good trade. With picking up 2 heroes now for the price of 1. And that was Pass just showing that he was there. Didn't get a hook upon Blue Bear Ninja that's hanging around there. Another TP coming in. It's gonna be Lion coming back in. Illuminate gonna continue to fly back, just making sure that the tower is gonna be in the hands of Fada. And that's gonna be the first tower to go down on him, with OD already using his Ghost Scepter good enough to make sure he stays alive against the Life Stealer. Otherwise, of course, you don't really have that much that you can do against him. And we're gonna see a rotation from Mousesports. They're looking to be going for towers. I mean, they have got 2 towers down on their own side right now, with the gold graph still hanging around 0. So it's good for them that they can do that with still being a tower behind. But let's see if they're gonna try to go for another tower. They actually rotated back towards the middle lane, with the experience graph going the way of Mousesports, and that is because TCM has just roamed around a lot more than Mousesports has, and Mousesports just making a better use of their time in that jungle on the lanes. Even with Pass not getting that much done on that bottom lane. He's still level 7 right now, and if we look at the levels, he's actually not the lowest level in the game. It is actually the Shadow Demon that is lowest, and he's been in a lot of kills. He's been in 2 kills actually, both kills up on Fada, of course. But he's been roaming around so much that he is just not getting that much experience. It is the Lion, of course, and the Clockwork that are second highest up on there, but it's still, it's definitely not bad for Mousesports the way that this is going, even though they are 1 kill behind, even though their Gyrocopter has been picked up twice. They can still easily turn this to their favor, as the Quicks is still happily farming. Of course, it's going to be a lot to deal with later on. They kind of need to be able to shut him down properly, but we're going to see if they can actually do that. What's that rock doing there? It looks like an awkward rock.
I am compelled to thank you.
What's that rock? I don't think it's normally there. Maybe because of the tower is dead. One of the rubble. Part of the rubble. TP's incoming. Hiroki gonna be pushing the lane back. We're gonna be taking care of these skeletons also, at least 2 of them. Quicks is just gonna TP himself out. They know that he's still around there, but he's not gonna be able to do anything anymore. In the meantime, Luna gets picked up by the gyrocopter. Tower still was down, of course. The double damage from helping out. Cool down. Flak cannon and homing missile being used for that one. As that was another kill going the way of Mousesports, and they now make it even on the kills. Now the thing, of course, about kills is the early kills went the way of TCM, but later kills mean more than early kills. So far, not doing too bad for themselves. Mousesports, they are indeed pulling ahead, as we see them roaming around a lot more for kills to try and get them. Forstaff actually make sure that Fada gets that rune, haste rune up for him. We saw him putting it to use earlier already, but maybe they can do the same thing again. As that illuminate was a bit timed off. We have, of course, the Keeper of Light also picking up a Ghost Scepter. This is the Keeper of Light that's pretty fun for his level, I have to say. With 4 heroes now in the mid lane for TCM, are they gonna try to get something going? Are they gonna try to smoke up? BKB being built up by Luna, who's gonna be continuing to farm around the bottom lane. Doesn't want to be involved in anything, just have to farm. Just have to get that BKB up. I mean, it worked out wonders in that mid lane, or on the wonders. It worked out well in the mid lane until Gyrocopter got level 6, until the Luna got level 6. So she left the lane once, and after that she couldn't really get her flow back by the looks of it, and just died a couple of times. She's now died twice, which is basically the same amount as Fada has. And as I said, later kills mean more. Quicks also leaving his lane to try and farm more. Picked himself up one of his Minthra hammers, is gonna of course go for 2. As in the meantime, Gyrocopter, I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of kills. So Gyrocopter gonna pick up Luna again. That's the 3rd kill in a row upon him, for him. He's gonna have 5 kills since the times that he died twice. So he has his mega kill right now. Sorry for missing that kill. Let's disconnect. Ooh, disconnect for Amram. So we will have a pause quickly. That will allow me to actually do something that I kinda need to be doing. Just to make it so that I don't make any mistakes anymore. Just give myself a small painkiller. And while we wait, we can actually check out bid numbers. He's already back, actually. Wow, that's fast. That is very fast. So let's see. He was on his way back to where I was. He's gonna be back towards the lane, actually. As we're gonna see TCM. I mean, they're at a bit of a loss. They want to play aggressive. We've seen them rotating around to try and be aggressive. But it's Mousesports that making use of then the decision, like, after being aggressive, you're gonna say, like, okay, you know what, let's go back to farming. And Mousesports is making use of that the moment that someone decides to farm again and he's by himself, they're picking him off. And it is Mousesports that now determining the pace of the game. We have got ourselves the BKB indeed being built up by Fada as well. It is Go Audio that got himself a point booster, so it's gonna go for the Aghanims. Needs to be that semi-carry that his team kind of wants to have. As Fada with that Invis rune is thinking about going on Blueberry Ninja here. Can he make something happen is the question. There's 2 still of his team on the other side of the river. But there's 2 of his opponent team right here. And they could actually make a sandwich. Mouse sandwich. Call down, gotta come on Blueberry Ninja, and that's gonna be home as well. Disruption helping out, Illuminate not hitting anything. 4-step forward, turn Shui into a frog actually, and that's gonna be Luna going down. The Finger of Death not being used, and the TP out not being in time anymore for Blueberry Ninja. Illuminate still gonna hit up on Werner and Quicks, and there is the blade. There is the kill. Eclipse being used, but the Astral Imprisonment making sure that she doesn't catch anybody with that one. And Mousesports, they get themselves 2 kills and they're pushing forward. They're pushing on, seeing if there's someone still left around. But the rest all backed off. And they were all back to farming, or at least in Quick's case, that is indeed the case. As we're seeing Mousesports pushing towards the tier 2. They are 5 in the mid lane. They are saying, you know what, we're ready. We're done farming. We've got ourselves an Orchid up on black as well. So he will be able to to silence the Luna if he wants to, or he can just Astral Prism right when she popped her Eclipse. That's also something. Rockets flying. That's gonna be a tier 2 going down, the first one to go down in the game. And Mousesports with that tower will be pulling up ahead on the gold, or on the towers. I mean, on the gold they were already pulling ahead. It is gonna be around 5k in their favor. With this tower will be even more. And they're actually sticking around, seeing if TCM makes a mistake with coming out too fast. And there's already the silence, 4-staff forward. It is gonna be an Earthspike that doesn't hit. It's already Armen that gets picked off. That 4-staff kinda cost him his life. And it is Fata that's gonna be turning around to Go Audio. Gets a demonic birds, vacuum there as well. Impetuses keep on hitting. Go Audio just can do that from the sidelines. Blinding Light trying to help out. There's also Black trying to do something to Quicks with those extra hits from his orb. Is it gonna be enough though? Everybody's still alive on Mousesports. Everybody's still alive on TCM. But TCM is having to back off towards their base again. With both Blueberry Ninja as well as Quicks being super low on life. Illuminode's gonna fly through, and it's already now Mouse backing out again. No tower going down, or at least nothing, not the tier 3. Nobody going down on the kills. But still a fight coming from both teams. They were actually ready to fight, but you know, the thing is about such fights, I mean, you want to go in where you know it's in favor of you, and basically every time the opponent went in, the other one backed off, and then when you back off, like normally when someone backs off, that's the right thing to go, that's the time to go in on him. So when Mouse backed off, TCM went in. When TCM backed off, Mouse went in, and vice versa, and that went on for a while there as Go Audio is gonna get hit by that Illuminate because Mousesports has rotated bottom. This is the last tier 1 still standing on the map, and they are looking to take it down. And let's see if TCM can do anything against it. They got 3 heroes around here, but they're up against even more from Mousesports. With TP goes out from Kuroki towards the mid lane to defend that one. Open moves now up on Armen, who is of course the target that died most of all so far. Power Cogs locking Quicks in. Will be keeping him locked in as there goes the finger of death upon Quicks. He's still alive for now. He's gonna get chased down by home missiles. Armen still gets killed off. Blueberry Ninja gonna get killed off as well as Pass dies to Luna. And that is gonna be 2 for 1. No kill upon Quicks and Fada. He is gonna be taking a fall here as well. And this is gonna be Kuroki coming back in together with Black to just clean house. This is gonna be clean house. Double kill for Kuroki. And it started off so well, and there only was 2 kills going the way of Mousesports, or 1 even. Only Blueberry Ninja went down. I think actually Darkseer went down as well, but then all of a sudden Kuroki, who just went middle and then came back together with Black, just came in and cleaned up and got themselves the kills. The only one of course that didn't die was the Luna, who was able to continue to farm, picked herself up a double damage rune, almost got her BKB. Still a couple of gold away, 300 gold actually, as we have got 2900 gold upon the OD. He's gonna go for a sheepstick by the looks of it. And he's gonna be having a lot of intellect up on him, which is of course gonna make his Eclipse being more powerful. So we're seeing Mousesports back in action. I actually have to say, like 10 kills upon TCM. 4 of those have been done on Armen. It's kind of a shame, to be fair. We've got 7,500 gold upon TCM. Up on TCM. Not in favor, disadvantage for TCM. Up on Mousesports, in favor of Mousesports. That's the one. With the experience graph going towards the 10k. I mean, even though there's only 3 kill difference, it is just the rotations and stuff, as we have got Kuroki taking a lot of damage, but he is going to be calling teammates towards him, using his Ghost Step to stay alive for now, and here comes Spada. He wants to go for Quicks, who gets silenced by the Orchid. It will be Blueberry Ninja that will be the first one to go down. Homing Missile is going to be hitting up on Quicks, but he is going to be able to either deny it or just to rage himself out of that one. But Mousesports, they still want to be going. There goes the Astral Imprisonment. Gonna time out Go Audio for a while. BKB gets turned on. Rocket Barrage going through, Illuminate as well, and that actually picks up the Darkseer. BKB by Sheever, but he has no Eclipse. Talking about Eclipses, that was Black using his Eclipse to kill off the Enchantress, and that is gonna be past forcing Shui away to make sure that Black can be staying alive here. And that's gonna be him. Oh, that sometimes happens. If you're locking yourself into a power cogs, you can sometimes get locked back in by creeps. But he TP'd himself out, even though Kuroki came to the rescue regardless. 3,900 gold upon Kuroki on his Keeper of the Light. That is pretty impressive. He's actually second highest on farm for his team. He is 5-0 for 5. He's been in 10 kills then out of the 17. He's doing very well for himself. And of course has been continuously all over the map to try and push the lanes back as well, to just, you know, keep the pressure on. Normally you would say something like, you know, do you really want to do that because you're gonna deny farm to your carries? but Black is still getting farm, and he is making sure that his team is finding the peace and quiet they need to fight, even though how strange it all sounds. They're just making sure that Mousesports can actually fight without fear of having their towers being pushed in. So that's what Kuroki is doing, and he's doing it very well. And he might actually be picking up Boots of Travel just to be continuing to do that even more than he has already been doing before. So that was a BKB up by Shui, as we already saw that being picked up. It's going to be Go Audio that's going to be a bit delayed for his Aghanims, as he is going to be, yeah, 600 gold. Aegis gets picked up by the OD. No real surprise that Mouz was able to take that without really getting contested for a TCM. They are on the back foot and they realize that, and they know that they need to play it safe, they need to farm. Desolator up on the lifestealer might be able to change something in the next couple of team fights, but he has been picked off as well, or at least been forced away. Like, as soon as his rage ends, they go on him and there's a silence and he can't do anything anymore. And we do have a drawing on the minimap from TCM. They smoke up. I was gonna say they blow up, but they smoke up. And they're gonna go trying to go for Kuroki, who's the only one around here. Maybe to get the tower with that as well. Kuroki, though, he smells some things up. It's already on the right side. And the rotation actually goes towards the top lane. But there's nobody there because Mousesports is just pushing on the bottom lane to get themselves a tier 2 tower. And it is a TCM that is not finding anybody on their map. They do place a ward for the high ground, just in case for future purposes. But Mousesports is already in their base. Disruption is trying to help keep Shui alive. He pops his BKB, he pops his Eclipse, but he still goes down. Black doing what he can, goes for word now, one hit to go, and he gets him, but he backs off, pops his Ghost Scepter now, goes for Go Audio, 1 hit away from dying. He's gonna pick up the Shadow Demon instead, and that's gonna be a OD with quite a bit of intellect and just, you know, mana pool to damage. That's gonna be an ultra kill for Black. He is just so farmed right now. 8 for 0 for 4. Hasn't died yet the entire game. And Mousesports can just stick around in this bottom lane without really any issue. Black actually can just use his Aegis if he wants to. He can be standing here on very low HP without any trouble. And it will be Quick who's gonna try to go in maybe, but he can't really do anything by himself. And they know that Home Missile is gonna force out either a Rage or either him being stunned. It's gonna be stunned as the barracks will go down, and that's gonna be Mousesports picking up the raised barracks. And their choice is, will they back off or will they continue going? And my thought is they might actually continue going because they just took down an ultra kill with just being 3 versus 5. And now they have got their entire team here, and they might be able to do even more than that, or at least maybe get a rampage up on Black. Who knows? Who knows? 5k gold again up on Black. As we do have Kuroki actually has bought something. Sheepstick up for him. As Home Missiles hitting left and right. Go Audio slightly out of position here. Or at least, well, he didn't die, so not that much out of position, but he was on the wrong side of the fence for his base, if you can call that a fence. Mousesports waiting for the next creep wave to go in probably once again, seeing if they can do something. There's no Eclipse. They already know that that's being used. And the BKBs are gonna come off cooldown again shortly. Or are already off cooldown actually. Flak Cannon gonna help out. There's a slow up on Fada. Illuminate gonna fly through. Darkseer Wall goes up. So that's that one baited out. But they can just wait until that one's over and then go again. In the meantime, of course, the flares from Pass will be able to push back the lane on the top lane. So nobody really needs to move there if they don't want to. And in the meantime, I mean, they're just making sure that even if they're not getting the base right now, TCM is not getting any farm, they're not getting anything done here. And we're gonna see this tower being slowly but steadily being plucked to pieces. Fortification goes out. And again something baited out from Mouz, like first the Darkseer Wall, now the fortification. Is that all they wanted, or are they gonna go in on that? In the meantime, it's going to be Go Audio that's going to be having to push the bottom lane out again. I mean, that's going to be a bit of a handicap for TCM because they're now missing one of their heroes actually in the mid lane because they have to push out that bottom lane.
Radiant's middle tower
And there's just going to be a tower, and this time it's going to actually go down. And this time Mouz is going to move up the high ground, going to go for those barracks. There's going to be a blinker from RNM. He's going to be eaten up by Quickstow, and he's actually going to go down as the first one. Now Fada taking a lot of damage. Pops his BKB. Is it going to be enough? Hello, Black. Hello, Eclipse. And hello, double kill for him. And it's gonna be Quicks that bought himself back after going down. He's gonna try to eat up Black, but he still has the Aegis, so he will be popping it. Triple kill going, and that is a James Bond sound, and indicating that Black will be back up again, ready to take on the barracks, because the rest of the heroes of TCM are already back towards their fountain. It is the 2 carries that are left standing, but they can't do anything with the 2 of them, so I'm kind of thinking that this will actually be game. Mousesports, they don't even need to back off if they really wanted to, but they can't go for the tier 3 on the top lane because there's still a tier 2 standing. Quicks is gonna get picked off there. Just 1 hit from Black. Look at that go. Even if he had the armlet toggled, I mean, it would still be a 1-shot almost. Well, that's a lot of hatred from our man. Still wanted to use his finger up that. Vacuum into Darkseer wall. Nicely done. Cogs helping out though for Mousesports, as there will be a cooldown coming down as well. Word already out of mana. Hook in. Blueberry Ninja gonna be going down. Word is surging himself away towards the base. It is still gonna be Shmi that picks up the Gyrocopter, but Fada will buy himself back into the game. It is gonna be OD, of course, who's beyond. Godlike Black picks up Go Audio. And we are gonna see them indeed continuing to stick into the base even with very low HP. And the GG finally gets called. It will be Mousesports that get themselves 3 extra points in the StarLadder Star Series Season 5. And that is gonna be there's gonna be 3 extra points for them. So if you want to find out more about those points that I keep mentioning, by the way, you can of course go to starladder.tv and then go to the Dota 2 section and then click on League, and you can find all the standings for yourself rather than just waiting for me to call them out. TCM, they have now played their 7th game and they have still got only 1 win in their name, and they are not looking too good for the season. As of course, if you end up at the bottom 2 for the Star Series, you will be dropped down to Pro Series, and that is not something where you want to be at. Of course, I mean, I say there's 6 matches played now, 7 matches. There's going to be 15 matches in total, so no, in theory there's still definitely a chance for TCM to pick themselves up from the results that they have so far. We're gonna see the throne explode soon if actually people would either disconnect or kill off the barracks. Or kill off the throne. Ooh. Karoki trying to suicide teammates. What's that? What else is new? Go Audio will be going down. The creeps are doing the job for Mousesports because Mousesports themselves is not gonna do it. Black. I mean, he does extra damage based on his mana pool, and he's got 31, almost 3,200 mana, and I can't really see who else. Oh, actually, here, just to give you an indication, 500 mana, almost 600. Yay. 1,000, 1,000, the rest I can't see anymore, but you know the difference, you know the difference, it's just insane. So we're gonna see another game coming up right after this one. It's gonna be DD taking RoxKAS, and you might know RoxKAS, of course, from taking on Fnatic earlier last week. If you haven't seen that game, you should watch it because it was very enjoyable. I'm hoping for another enjoyable match between DD and RoxKAS. If you're wondering, where is the match of Fnatic vs Absolute Legends? Wasn't there one as well later tonight? There was, but Absolute Legends actually gave a forfeit to Fnatic, so that match will not be happening tonight. So the next match that's gonna happen, DD versus RoxKAS, will be the last match of the day of StarLadder, day number 9, Season 5, Star Series. Stick around for more Dota 2 action coming up next.